Hello everybody, this is Dave from TZR, and you just hit your checkpoint for the week of October 23rd, 2016. Stand by for last week's gaming news right now. First up, and let's just get the big one out of the way. Yes, finally after so many rumors and leaks, Nintendo has finally come forward and given a name to Project NX. This new console handheld hybrid is called the Nintendo Switch. The Switch itself is a tablet with control modules on both ends, basically the Wii U gamepad but not tied to a set-top box. The control modules, called the Joy-Cons, can be taken off the tablet and used by two people with the tablet running games in split screen. When you're not on the go, the Switch can be placed in a dock that displays your games on the TV, and the Joy-Cons can be attached to a controller adapter, or you can use an optional Pro controller. Games like Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and a new Mario game were shown off, with unconfirmed titles like Skyrim Remastered and the NBA 2K being shown as well. Nintendo also tweeted out a picture showcasing an impressive list of developers and publishers who are already on board with the Switch. While a lot of those listed have worked with Nintendo in the past, seeing names like From Software, Epic Games, and Bethesda show that Nintendo is really taking things seriously with the Switch. The end of the reveal video teases a March 2017 release, with specific details like pricing, launch titles, etc. being revealed at some point before then. Hopefully this ends up being sooner rather than later, so we don't all end up scrambling to pre-order a month before, like Apple fans do with iPhones. Next up, and going off of the big news of the week prior, Red Dead Redemption 2 has been confirmed for a fall 2017 release, with the big caveat being that it will only be releasing on PS4 and Xbox One. Now, all you console gamers might be like, well, that's both consoles, so what's the problem? Well, it's not confirmed for PC, that's the problem. While this isn't surprising given that the original Red Dead Redemption was never released on PC, that doesn't make PC gamers feel any less snubbed, and as of recording, 38,000 players have signed a petition asking Rockstar to port the game to PC. Whether this ends up happening remains to be seen, but my guess at the moment is that Rockstar is going to end up pulling a GTA 5 and just port the game a year later or so after its full release on consoles. Next up, the voice cast for the English version of Persona 5 has been revealed at last. For the sake of your attention spans, I won't go naming everyone, but I will say that Atlus really did their due diligence on this one, finding voice actors with plenty of experience from primarily anime and some video game experience as well. Some of the real standouts are people like Matt Mercer, Jeremy Lay, and Robbie Daymond. In order, that's McCree from Overwatch, Asuna from Sword Art Online, and Prompto from Final Fantasy XV. The full list and breakdown of each voice actor is available on TheZeroReview.com and in a link in the description. Persona 5 releases on Valentine's Day 2017. Next up, a free update has been released for Doom. First, and best quite frankly, is the addition of an arcade mode for the campaign. You rack up points as you play through the standard campaign with all the guns and the upgrades unlocked from the start, with the idea being that you try to get the highest score and brag about it on the leaderboards. This new update also adds two new multiplayer maps, Possession and Blood Rush, as well as new Snap Map modules as well. For those of you looking for a reason to jump back into hell, there's now an arcade machine down there. Next up, and in a bit of sad news, developer United Front Games, who made Sleeping Dogs, Mod Nation Racers, and the recent Smash and Grab, has been closed down. The even sadder thing is that Smash and Grab was an early access title and has now been pulled from Steam. In a good guy move, however, United Front requested Valve to honor any refund request for the game, regardless of time played, so good on them. Our thoughts here at TZR go out for United Front Games employees, and we wish you all the best. Last up on the news doc, voice actor Brian Boone, who is known for his voice as BJ Blazkowicz, may have revealed the next Wolfenstein game. In an interview with Two Left Sticks, Boone said, quote, "I'll be safe with this answer. If you look at Bethesda's E3 2016 lineup, there was a title hinted at in a cool way. It sparked a bit of wildfire. That subtle, very simple DOS language going through the titles, perhaps we're working on that as we speak." The title he was referring to was the name New Colossus, which is visible right under Old Blood on the screen. Very interesting indeed. So, how did TZR begin? Find out on this week's episode of the TZR podcast, now on YouTube, where Justin, and Mike talk about TZR from Justin's live journal all the way till, well, right about now. Also, everyone please leave a comment on the video explaining to Justin why wearing a coat inside is incredibly lame. Now on to two pieces for your reading pleasure on TheZeroReview.com right now. First up, the entire TZR writing staff weighs in on the best games to play for Halloween. My personal choice? Killing Floor 2. Put simply, if you haven't had a giant monster with a chainsaw hand come sprinting at you down a narrow corridor, then you simply don't Halloween properly. Also, shout out to the troll in the comment section on that article that baited Shane real hard. Finally, we have a review from our editor-in-chief, Justin Skirbo, for Dragon Quest Builders. But is this game the perfect fusion of a building game and an RPG? Find out in Justin's review. One more thing before we go. TZR will be participating in Extra Life this year on November 5th. Tune into TZR's Twitch channel, which will be available in the description, as we stream all day and give away prizes and attempt to raise as much money as humanly possible. Will you see me there? Maybe for like the last couple hours. I have to go to work that day. Okay, so that wraps it up for this week. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you like this video, then please hit that like button for us, and if you want to see more awesome content from the TZR team, then please subscribe. Thanks again, and I will see you next week.